to take that test page and I want it to appear only on the test page. Okay, I want it to only appear on the test page. So what I'm going to do is I want the address of my test page. So I'm going on the view button or view tab or view button, and then I'm right clicking and I'm copying link address. Okay, right click, copy link address. I come here and I paste that link address. Right, whenever you are dealing with URLs, web addresses and things like that, always copy and paste. Don't try to do it manually, right? If you do it manually, then there are more chances of user error. That's why try to do as much copy paste as you can. It's simpler, it's less error prone. So I did that, right? I just took and I pasted it here. And because I made changes to this widget, the save button activates, right? Because now there are edits. So I'm going to save it. So now I'm saying the widget should appear only on the test page. So that means it should not appear on the home page, right? So let's open the home page and test page and then see what's the behavior. So I'm back into my WordPress backend. I'm going to the top left corner. And when you hover on the top left corner, I think it's the title of your website, or yeah, it's the title of the website you put in when you install WordPress. And when you hover on that, it'll give you this visit site option. I'm right clicking, I'm saying open link in new tab. So that's my home page. So what we'll do is we'll let it load. We'll let it finish loading. It's done loading. It's very simple page, just some text and a button there. So far it hasn't fired. We'll come back and check. So now let's go to the test page. Find the view, right click, open the link in new tab. This is the test page here. I'm on the test page. I'm letting it load. I expect the widget to appear here. So let's see. There you go. Like it's, I have set it up immediately, but my connection is not so great, so it's loading a little bit slowly, and that's why there is a delay. Otherwise, for a faster connection, as soon as the page loads, it should immediately appear. So there you go. It's there on the test page. Now let's come back and check here on the home page. Nope, it hasn't appeared. I'm going to load one more time just to be paranoid, just to make sure. The page is reloaded. We are going to wait a few seconds, 6-7 seconds. So there you go. It's not going to appear here. So it seems like the only show on this pages is working. Right now let's do it the other way. I'm going to change that. I'm going to put it in. I'm putting in my test page URL, test page web address in the hide on this pages section. Means now I want to hide the widget on the test page, and I want it to appear on the rest of the pages. So I just saved. I just closed out the home and the test pages that were open, because I'm going to reopen that. Whenever you make changes here, you need to reload the page, right? It's not dynamic. You do need to reload the page, because otherwise the changes will not take effect. So now I'm going to open the home page. So remember, I'm saying show it everywhere except for the test page. Hide the widget on the test page. So on the home page, I expect the widget to appear. So there you go again, visit site, open the home page in a new tab. We are going to wait. There you go. So it's showing up on the home page. And now I'm opening the test page in a new tab. Again, I'm gonna let it load, let it finish loading, and then wait a few seconds. and then make sure that it does not appear there. So it has finished loading, and then few seconds have passed, and I'm pretty sure that it's not going to appear now, because you don't want, sometimes if your connection is slow or for some reason things are loading slow, then even though you might have set it to appear immediately, it might appear few seconds later, right? So that's the reason I'm waiting. So I'm going to close both of them. So now I want to tell you like what was happening earlier. Earlier I was having all sorts of problems where it was not appearing on the main page, and then it was not, mainly I was having trouble with the test page. It was just kind of on the test page, I did not see the behavior that I'm showing you today. And the reason was that on the, okay, so here is the reason. Like I took the JavaScript from here, right? Installed JavaScript snippet, this code. I took that code, and if you remember, I'm going to my WordPress navigation left side, I'm going to the settings, and I'm going to the head and footer code. And I'm putting it there, that JavaScript right here. This is the site-wide head code, right? So that means this code appears, the way this plugin works is it'll replicate on all pages of your website. It becomes site-wide, right? This code appears site-wide. Now that's not the only thing this plugin does. It does one more thing. Even for each individual page, it lets you add or remove header and footer code. So what was happening was I was putting it here, so I was populating the JavaScript site-wide, but then on my test page I had a stale local JavaScript code from previous work, and that was basically conflicting with the other script. So let me show you. If I go to the test page and I click edit, so then it'll open the test page, and if you scroll down, those are all theme settings. Then on each page you will see this at the bottom, head and footer code area with again head and footer text boxes, where you can put the JavaScript here, and then it gives you this checkbox here. I'm sorry, it says replace site-wide head code. Okay, so sometimes you will run into a situation where you need a specific JavaScript code that is needed to be site-wide, but on some individual pages you want to override that site-wide code. So that's what this part of the plugin lets you do that. So you check this off and you put your script here, then what it'll do is it'll apply the JavaScript only for this particular page, and it'll override the global code. It'll not basically it'll not apply the global code, it'll apply only local code. But if you don't do anything, if you don't put any code here, or if you don't check off the box, then it will not replace. Okay, so let's go back. Sorry, I shouldn't. So you can also, let me copy that code here. All right, so now I have global code also, but I also put this locally for this site, this page, sorry, this test page, right? And now I have two options. Either I can check this box off, or I cannot check it off, right? If I don't check it off, then this code here does not replace the global code. This code then becomes in addition to the global code. You understand? But if I check this off, then this code replaces the global code. Anyways, that's like not necessarily 100% pertinent to our training here, but it's very important because you might run into problems. What I had was I had a stale JavaScript code here sitting from my previous things that previous growth tools that I was testing, and I did not realize, and that was conflicting with and I was not even replacing, I did not have this checkbox checked off, and that code was conflicting with the global code, and that's why I was running into problems. So make sure that if you're having problem on a particular page, you go to that page and make sure you don't have any local JavaScript that might conflict with the global one. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm almost at 29 minutes now, so I am going to stop for now. Hopefully that was useful. I wish you don't run into that, but if you ever kind of have problems of dynamic widgets not appearing, then it's very likely the JavaScript there is a conflict, or the JavaScript is not installed properly. You're always welcome to kind of come and comment on one of the videos here if you run into problems, if you're following along, trying these things out. I encourage you to ask me questions, say hello in the comments below. Yeah, otherwise I think I'm done for the day. So if you're catching me up on replay, type 2 in the comments, say hello, share this with anyone you think might benefit. And otherwise, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time, checking me out, and I'll see you tomorrow around 2 p.m. Pacific time. All right, bye.